I am going to be sharing how to stop cluttering up your closet with cheap clothes. Okay, so specifically, this is going to be really good for you if you are a bargain hunter, if you love getting a really good deal, if you do discount shopping, all those things, like you just love to save money on clothes. These tips, what I'm going to share with you today, is going to help you still get those clothes, but get the right clothes so that those clothes that you buy on sale or to save money, so they don't just become more stuff in your closet that you don't normally wear or that you don't end up wearing. Okay, so if you're joining me live, please go ahead, type in the letter L and let me know that you're here. And if you are catching this on the replay, then go ahead and type in the letter R. Okay, I see we've got a couple people here, and Wanda's here, and she says, I confess, the title is me. It's a hard habit to break. Yes, Wanda, I know. And that's why I am doing this today, because it's a very hard habit to break. And also, you may have noticed, I certainly noticed, it was Prime Day yesterday, the day before. I think Prime Day is now multiple days, right? So in my social media feed, I was seeing all sorts of posts about what are you buying on Prime Day, right? Even my daughter is 12 and she's like, Mom, it's Prime Day. I've got to go get some slime materials, right? So everybody is aware of this big sale that's going on Amazon. And some of the things that I was reading that I saw that people were buying: yoga wheel, dog camera, Echo Show, leggings, water pick, watch, loaf pan, phone case, right? So people were really going out and getting their deals. And as I was reading this one post, there was one woman, the post had like 500 comments of everybody talking about what they got. And then this one woman, she writes, none, I didn't need anything, so I didn't buy anything. And I was like, yes, that is it. I don't need anything, so I didn't buy anything. And it's funny because with Prime Day, you know, we're all impacted when we see these sales. Well, okay, maybe we're not all. I'm impacted because I love getting a deal, right? So I'm thinking about, there are these biking shorts that I saw on Amazon that I was thinking about getting, but then I realized, like, I don't really need the biking shorts right now. So this idea of I don't need anything right now, so I'm not going to buy it, that's really what I want to focus on, because yes, it is a habit. It's a habit that many women have. So here's the thing: buying something just because it's on sale or buying something just to save money, it often doesn't end up well. Okay, so let's say you're shopping and you see a designer bag, okay, and you see this bag and it's marked down to $200, and it's like, oh my God, this bag is only $200, right? And then you like pick up the bag and it's just like, oh my God, I can get this bag for $200. It feels very exciting, right? It's a very exciting feeling. And then you buy the bag, and then you get the bag home, and then it's like the bag goes in the drawer. It's like, I don't even really like this bag. I bought this bag because it was such a good deal, right? So buying something just because it's a good deal, or buying something just because it was on sale. So I don't know, you know, all those people who bought that stuff for Prime Day, the yoga wheel. I don't even know what a yoga wheel is actually, but you know, everybody who bought those things, I'm sure many people needed those things. And I'm also sure that there are many people who bought those things just because they're on sale. Okay, so I know all about this because I've done it and I still do it, right? It's a hard habit to break. It really is. But the more we become aware of it and we can start to recognize that this is the pattern, and then, you know, you can even start a little collection of all of the clutter that it becomes, that could also be really helpful. But to help you start to recognize, you know, some ways that you can stop doing this, I'm going to share some of my shopping mistakes that I have bought. I'm going to share 3 pieces that I bought just because they were cheap or because they were on sale, okay? And I just want you to know, if you do have this habit and you do this, you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. I'm a professional shopper, okay? And I do this. I don't ever do this for my clients, of course, but for myself, I do it and I've done it, and I'm gonna share some of the things. I'm gonna show you some of the items that I've gotten, and then I'm gonna explain what I learned in hindsight so as not to make that particular mistake again, okay? So let us begin with the first one that I've got here is this. Oh my God. Okay. It's a little heart-wrenching for me to even talk about these things. It's a little painful, okay, to share my mistakes like this. All right. So this is a sweater I saw. This is from my favorite vintage shop. It's in the East Village. It's in Greenwich Village, actually, not the East Village. And I love this store. And so this is something that can happen often if you're shopping secondhand or you're shopping thrift. Okay. So I saw the sweater. This was a year ago. So this was last winter, and I saw it, like, beelined across the store to go get it because I was like, oh, I need this. I need this sweater so much, right? So I bought it, okay? And here's the problem. The problem with this sweater is that this color is not good on me, okay? I want to show you, just want to show you what some of the colors that actually do look good on me. All right, so if you can see here, that's my face, really up close and personal. There is my face, and these are the colors that are going to be more complementary for my skin tone, for my eyes, and for my hair, okay? So it's really helpful when you do know that, when you are aware of the colors that work well for your skin tone, okay? So those are my colors, and if you'll look and you'll see, this color, it's not in there, right? So this is like a kind of a royal blue with this pale yellow. So I still love the sweater, and it's even got shoulder pads. So I know shoulder pads can be very controversial for people, but I happen to love them. I think they're really fun, and I always feel a little powerful when I wear them. So they've got shoulder pads. But anyhow, the color doesn't work. So for you, when you're looking at something that's on sale, secondhand, really good deal, a really easy way to just like know is the colors, especially if it is something that you're going to wear close to your face, just like this sweater, okay? So let me show you another example. I have 3 examples, okay? I have more examples in my closet, but I think 3 is enough for what we're doing here. All right, so these are a pair of pants that I got, let's get them straight. So these are a pair of pants that I bought. So I got these at one of those discount places. It's called Burlington. I don't know if they have Burlington where you are. It's kind of like a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls, and they get brands, and often the things are irregular or there's some sort of defect, okay? So that's what happened with these. So these pants, it's kind of hard to see here, but the waistband is all messed up. It's like twisted and turned, and you can't fix it. I guess the only way to fix it would have been to completely remove the waistband and do a whole different waistband, okay? So I bought these pants. I loved them, and I knew that the waistband was a problem. You know, there's the irregular tag that comes on the garment, and I knew it was a problem. And I also knew that I'm not going to fix it, right? I mean, I do take things to the tailor, but I've had experiences with waistbands. I've ruined pants before with waistband issues. So anyways, I just thought I was gonna live with it. But every time I put them on, they're really uncomfortable. So I don't ever wear them. Okay, so that is for you, that's the red flag. Okay, so when you're buying something that's cheaper or on sale because it's irregular, or even in the thrift shop, you know, in the thrift shop, I will say that I always take the garment up under the light by the window because I need to look at it really closely and see for stains or things like that, because stains aren't coming out. If you're buying something with a stain, that stain is there forever. And if you're buying something with a little hole or something like that, okay, maybe you will fix it and then it would be worth it for you. But generally speaking, if it's not in excellent condition, unless you're willing to put in the time and energy and money to fix it, then just don't do it. All right, so this is an example of what that shopping mistake is. Okay, so I want to share the last one. All right, so here is the last one, and this is this is a camouflage jacket that I got. All right, and it's like a spring jacket. This is actually from the Goodwill. There's a Goodwill on 8th Street that I like to go in. I used to go in sometimes after I would take my bar class. I haven't been to that bar class in ages, but I used to pop in there sometimes because I would find some really fun and interesting things. Okay, so I see this jacket and I'm thinking, oh, well, so I actually have a pair of camouflage pants. Okay, so I wasn't ever planning on wearing this together, but this seemed like something that I could do, right? It seemed like this could be my style. But here's the thing, like right away, I got it home and it had these ribbons, big ribbons. So I took those out right away. I got rid of the ribbons. And then it also had this hood and it was very puffy in here. So I cut the hood. So I'm already doing these DIY adjustments, trying to get it right. And then every time I would put it on, it's like, look, I'll show you. Like every time I would put it on, I just don't, it just doesn't really feel like how I want to feel in my clothes. It's just something about it feels kind of off. Okay, so if something feels off when you put it on, even if you think that it looks cool or you think it's interesting, that could be an issue. Sometimes we end up getting something because we think it's cool or we think it's interesting, and then it doesn't really make sense for your wardrobe. Okay, so what I suggest you do in this situation, if something catches your eye, is think about 3 outfits. What are you going to wear this thing with? And they have to be, because I could easily put that jacket into 3 outfits because the colors and all that works with my style, but it has to be 3 outfits that you're going to want to wear. Okay, so that's really the important part. So you think about 3 outfits and then they have to be 3 outfits that you want to wear. All right, so those are 3 of my mistakes that I bought for a really cheap price. And I just want to say that, being a bargain hunter, that is not the problem. Okay, I totally understand if you love getting a good deal or going on the hunt, right? I think that's great. Like I said, I love to do that. So the problem is when you continually buy things because they were cheap, right? They were on sale or you were saving money, right? And then you're getting something that you didn't really want, right? So I had a client who did this, and when we first started working together, her entire wardrobe was hand-me-downs, and it was stuff that she got from the discount rack, right? She never invested any money in her clothes. And the reason that she did this was because, first of all, she never really even thought about it. If she never really thought about she never thought about investing in clothes because she never thought it was worth it, right? So she's a mom. She had way more important things to spend her money on. So she thought, right? She took care of her family. She had her kids, right? So these all seemed really important. So she never really thought about, what do I really want? What will make me feel good? What will make me feel happy? Instead, she just took what she saw. She took the cheap stuff. She took the hand-me-downs, right? She never chose what she wanted. So do you see the difference when you just take what's in front of you? Like if something's just cheap or it's on sale and you take it, do you see the difference between actually selecting something that you want that is right for you? Okay, so that's what my client, she didn't even connect the dots. At first, she didn't really understand that that's what she was doing. She was just taking what was given to her and what was really cheap instead of actually deciding, this is what I want. I'm going to go get what I want, right? So now she completely understands that. And she knows that by doing that, she is investing in her confidence because she gets it. She feels so much more confident when her outfit makes her look good and she knows what she's doing, right? Her style has become a way of showing people who she is, and she really likes the way that she's showing up, okay? So I understand that it could be hard to invest in yourself, right? It might feel a little self-indulgent, right? It might be like, oh, it's not worth it. That's superficial. But the issue isn't really about indulging in yourself and spending a lot of money, okay? It's about getting what you want, going after what you want, and giving yourself what you want, okay? Do you see what I'm saying? It's about getting what you want as opposed to just taking like what's there, what's cheap, and what's available. It's about thinking about what you want and going after it, right? So if you are sick of just settling for cheap clothes that aren't really right for you, and maybe you don't even know what's right for you, then I can help. And I would like to invite you to join me on a complimentary style clarity call where we're going to look at your style. We're going to see what is going on, where you're settling, and then what you can do to dress better. Okay, so I'm just going to put the link over here into the comments so that you can click the link right over here. Let me just do that now. And yeah, so that's what I would love for you to do, is I would love you to book a complimentary call with me so we can talk about what's going on with your style, and then how you can stop settling and start seeing what's right for you and then getting what you want, right? It's not about spending a ton of money. So my client that I was talking about, it's not like she's all of a sudden buying $500 tops, right? That's not what she's doing. She just knows what she's looking for, and then she's going after those pieces, okay, and making really good choices. So I would love for you to experience that as well. And if you're interested, then definitely book your call. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope this gave you some inspiration. I hope it was kind of fun for you to see my shopping mistakes, because if you're doing this, right, it's a habit, and awareness is the first thing that we can do when we want to change a habit. Once we become aware of what we're doing, then we can stop doing it. All right. So I hope this inspired you to become a little bit more self-aware, and I hope it inspired you to go after the clothes that you really want. Get the things that you really want, because you deserve it and you're worth it. All right. So I will be back here next week for our weekly live, and I will continue to show up every day in the group and sharing these really fun prompts that I hope are getting your wheels turning so that you can think about your style, what looks good on you. And I hope this inspires you to think about the kind of things that you want. All right. So that's it for today. I'll see you soon. All right. Take care. Bye.